What's up, everyone? All the new influx of people that are watching my videos. Holy shit! Well, alright, watching that video specifically, the DK one. I got fucking allergies, man. I don't know what it is. Alright, what is up, guys? I have even more Nair combos that I want to show off to you. If you haven't seen my first video, it covers some cool combos DK can get out of auto-canceling his Nair properly. I suggest you go see that first because this is kind of a continuation of it. Before I get into that, I have quite a few things I want to say. The first one is, holy shit. I want to say thanks to everyone who watched and liked and commented and subscribed and helped the video like low-key blow up. A lot of people, said really nice comments. I appreciate all of it, even though I didn't really answer everything. I appreciate everything. I had like 40 subscribers before that video, and now I got almost 500, maybe even more after recording. I don't know. So I gotta say thanks to everyone. So many people gave it a lot of love, said super nice things in the comments. Like I said, I really appreciate all of it. I want to give thanks to everyone who commented. Like a few people commented the solution to the whole Sony Vegas thing. I gotta give special thanks to random dude who posted the video to Reddit. It actually got to the front page of Reddit when I went to check, and holy shit. Even Zero talked about the video. Zero, what the fuck? That means he likely watched my video, which just gives me a huge erection. It's funny, I was just chilling because I was just watching his most recent DK video. I'm subscribed to him, I watch his videos on occasion. And I just heard that it was just a mindfuck, I didn't see that coming at all. Y'all should go check that out. I also want to give special thanks to Poke or Pokey or I don't know, who left a comment detailing the specific combos DK can get that I missed. It's interesting, I had actually seen them before in that DK Will montage I was talking about in my first video. But either I didn't think there were combos, it just slipped out of my head, I don't know. But anyway, thanks a bunch. And lastly, yeah, I've read everyone's comments, I feel you. You want to know about DI. What combos become untrue with proper DI and all that jazz. I am going to talk about that for all the combos I've covered, but it's not going to be this video. I'm sorry about that because I know that's what most people want to see. But this video is going to run too long as it is, and I just thought it didn't work for me to talk about new combos and put in the DI of the previous ones in this video. It's just make it it's more disorganized in my mind. The biggest reason though is because it's hard for me to get someone to test it with. So what I'm going to do is a 3-part series. The first video and this one will cover combos, and there's going to be a third separate video that will cover DI for all said combos, and that will come as soon as possible. Alright, let's get into it. So, edge slipping. When you hit a character with a move with little knockback, that depending on their percent, while they're at the edge of the stage or a platform, they slip off and get into this permanent falling animation in which they can't do anything for a specific period of time. I tried to look it up to learn more about it, but I couldn't find anything. I swear it has some specific name that I can't remember, but whatever. For this video, I'll call it edge slipping. So if you hit someone with our precious auto-cancel Nair at the edge of the stage, they'll fall from it into set animation, where they'll be stunned for a specific period of time. This starts working at 0, though the lower percentage they're in, the closer they'll have to be to the edge to slip off because the knockback is too little. At 0, they'd have to be in that tippy-toe falling animation, or basically there. Eventually it will stop working though because the knockback is too strong that the edge slip no longer happens. This happens around 30 to 40% with the Nair. As I understand it, no matter what percent the opponent has, the edge slip hit stun is always about the same amount of time. So you can get this and follow up with most of DK's aerials for damage, but let's get into the really cool shit. You can combo this into Dare and get a super early kill. I know I said that for like 60% damage last video, but this time it's really super early. Like as early as no damage, like literally 0%, depending on tons of stuff I'll mention now. Listen well because it's kind of complicated, at least for me. Maybe I'm the idiot, but listen. Let's first talk about the factors involved in landing the Dare properly. The closer your opponent is to the edge, the more likely you'll get it, because the faster they slip off, the lower they'll be by the time your Dare is active. If they're too high, the soft hitbox of the Dare will hit, or you'll miss it completely. It's also easier to get on opponents with higher percents if they're lighter and the faster fallers they are, because of the same reason. The higher percent someone is, or the lighter they are, the knockback is higher, so they'll slip off quicker and the lower they'll be. Another reason it's a positive that the knockback is higher is that they'll tend to veer farther away from the stage, which makes it easier for DK because he veers that way the quicker he jumps off. And then with fast falling, the faster the faller someone is, also the lower they'll be, so it's the same thing. Now I say these factors make it easier, but it could be that at extremes they might fuck you up. Like a 30% fox at the edge might fall so quickly that if you're a few frames too slow you'll miss him. But really it's not super hard to do it right away. On the other end of the spectrum, however, there are times when it's literally impossible to get a low percentage because the character just won't go low enough, like with really light slow fallers. Even if you can get it, you have to time it just right to hit them after they're low enough, but before they get out of hit stun, and I find that timing harder than just doing it right away. I guess you just have to gauge the timing for every situation. Those are the factors relevant for landing it. Once you actually do, the factors for it actually killing your opponent include, again, their percent and their weight, their recovery, and the stage you landed on. Percent and weight are quite obvious. Heavier characters likely won't die at lower percents compared to lighter ones, but it could be that at a certain percent, a lighter character could survive with his recovery, but a heavier wouldn't. Like for example, you could kill another DK at 10% because even though you don't actually kill him, he can't recover back. But you can't kill Meta Knight at 10 because he can get back, at least here in Battlefield. Which brings me to the last factor, the stages. Some stages have lower floors than others. Again, I had trouble finding information on this, but I think the only stages with significant lower floors are Dreamland and Battlefield. Battlefield being the one with the lowest. So there could be a situation in which a character would die at another stage, but in Battlefield or Dreamland, a character with a good recovery could get out of hit stun in the nick of time and come back. For example, Meta Knight at 10. There are tons of different specific situations with all these factors, but you just need to know that from 10 to 20% you'll kill most characters, and at 25 all characters will die no matter where you are. And kills from 0 to 5% are exclusively against medium to light characters with an unimpressive vertical recovery, like Little Mac or the Doctor, or even Mario and Captain Falcon. Final note to point out about this, I suggest you use C-Stick for the Nair if you have it on attack, because it's easy to SD doing it normally. Another cool combo DK can get off of edge slipping is when they're on platforms. In stages that have low enough platforms, which is basically every legal stage with a platform, DK can poke the soft hitbox of Nair to someone standing on the platform from below and get them to slip off the edge. Another interesting property that edge slipping has is that the opponent can tech on the ground when they fall off, which I think you know what this leads to. Jablocks. For these combos, I actually don't fast fall the Nair because you don't really need to. You have more than enough time. So what's DK's best jab blocking move? This is down tilt. So you can get this edge slip from like 0 to 40, get some jab blocks, how many depends on what percent they're at, and follow up with whatever you want. If you want to play it safe, just go for grab, but if you want to do some crazy shit, then combine them with the Nair combos we've seen before. Oh, it's worth mentioning that from like 0 to 10, even the strong hitbox of Nair will get you the edge slip. That means you should do it because it's easier to land and you'll get more damage while still getting the slip. So at super early percents, you go for something like this. That is a kill from a combo starting where the opponent had 10%. You saw that I did the Nair facing them and not the reverse hitbox, and that's because in this case it's kind of tricky to turn around and get the spacing right. So I find it easier for this situation. If you get the edge slip facing the other way or just where you have a lot of stage to cover, you could have the chance to get mad damage, even at 0%. Like look at this. That is an 85 damage true combo. God damn. Alright, the up B was counted for show. You can't get that on a lot of characters and it's very unreliable with DI. Also, you'll get punished after. You should likely play it safe and go for just an up air, which would make it a 62 damage combo. But maybe, you know, less because you gotta take into account staleness that training mode doesn't take into account. Oh, and at higher percents you can get this. Remember, at this point, it needs to be the weak hitbox of Nair to get the edge slip. That is right, my dudes, the full charged punch. I don't know how in my last video I figured out you could combo into F smash and didn't immediately realize the punch. Again, it just slipped out of my mind. So Nair combos into charged punch can kill fairly early. So the way I'm doing it is roaring Nair and B reversing the punch, but you can also do it with a regular Nair. I find the Nair easier to hit like that, and the B reverse is easy too. Remember the specificities of the Nair to F smash combos I mentioned last video? The punch is the same but like on roids. The F smash combo started around 70 because that's when characters went into tumble. Punch combos before characters even go into tumble because it comes out faster. At these early percents, I'd say 50 to 60 depending on the character, the Nair sends them into that landing hit stun animation which gives the punch enough time to combo. This killing this early is possible, but it isn't the most likely thing. Like before, it depends on character, weight, the specific stage, DI, and where you are at the stage. Just obviously the closer you are to the edge the better. If you're at the center with little rage, it's very unlikely you'll get the kill. I'm not gonna give you a list of percents. I'm sorry, I'm not my Smash Corner. I'm sorry. I don't have the time for that. I'm not that dedicated. As the opponent's percents get higher and they start going into tumble like the F smash, there are going to be percents in which the opponent is going to be able to tech before the punch comes out. However, these percents have a smaller range compared to the F smash. Like for example with Falcon. At 68% is when he starts to tumble from the Nair. You can't combo Nair to F smash from 68 to about 85 because Falcon can tech before it hits. However, since charged punch comes out so much quicker, actually it's not that much, it's only 3 frames, but damn, it feels quicker than that. Anyway, since it's quicker, you only miss the Nair to punch combo from 68 to 76%, giving you a bigger threshold by 9%. Note that these percents are in a training mode environment. They would obviously vary due to a lot of things, but it's just for me to show how the punch is better. Another simpler example is you can't even get Nair to F smash on Fox, but you can get the punch in the later thresholds. Note that in the percents in which the opponent could tech, like the F smash, you can get it if you get it on the edge because there's no grab to tech on like before. If you don't though, you can either go for the grab, which is never bad with DK, or bank on that they'll miss it and go for the punch anyway. Miss the tech, I mean. Some people might say jab lock, but at this percent, nothing of DKs can jab lock. Obviously, it's also likely that your punch won't be charged, so grab is good. However, with a lot of characters, particularly the fast followers, you actually can't get it in the early tumble threshold because they'll land too fast. So fast, however, it's really hard to tech. So punch or F smash if you don't have a charge are good options. And then in higher percent, you can get Nair to punch till the opponent has too much percent that they'll fly away too quickly. Around the 50s and 60s, before your opponent goes into tumble, you can get Nair to side B and bury them, and that's something. It's kind of useless, honestly. I mean, I don't know, you can try and get the timing. I remember, I think Beefy Smash Shoes did a video about like getting the timing, so you can maybe go for that, but you're better off going for the punch, or if you have it, or just grab for damage. But I don't know, something. And around 100% after punch and down air are gone, you can get Nair to forward air. Holy shit, doesn't this look fucking cool? I'm not gonna explain shit about it though, alright? I'm tired. This video has gone on for too long, and it's fucking useless. Like, it's super hard to hit. It's just regularly super hard to hit without taking any sort of DI into account. And most of the time, you'll just kill with your back air. So just do back air if you want to win. But if you want to try and style, go for this, or just like take a super huge risk. And all right, that's it for this video. I'm out. Expect the DI video in the future. I can't say soon because I don't know, but I'm out. Peace.